Ura auditorium on the left. Say big sister Diana FAC and say
yes.
Into me was say.
Okay.
Aha. And I mean Kaisana Mampo, Himamo and the rest were at the front. Aha. And to say no, who a lot. Say no, so you're trying now to clear. I'm almost ready. I can't speak for them because brow in a coastal. I can't speak for them. And it was refreshing hearing every lyrics and every sound with the attitude, and I can still picture that with the attitude and everything, you know. And your point na me kofi no. Na me to Yehovah, Yehovah, Yehovah Nyankopon ti mi ade nyina ye. Na ne awo pe na wo ye. Would Dana Wahonam say, Yehovah, you have done what only you can do. Now for them do mountain mover. I'm saying I'm a mountain breaker. I'm a mountain mover. But you see, she's right here. Into our day to us for God is really a mountain mover, you know. And in his own time, he does everything perfectly and excellently. Last year, all of us experienced our wake experience 2024, and it is here with us 2025. Mesha saving Kayana. Because me share videos ni bina me share me am in call for. Me come am in call for onimom.
But your debit share me.
Oh. And go forward. Common num. You started. Oh, sorry. You do baby. Rap here. And yes, I mean rap because me na me moderate. It's eternity. I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. This is so real, you know. How are you able to do it like every now and then, year on year, like? Because some people, truth be told. Me, I don't like to box all ministers and artists into one space. But truth be told, some has got the talent to sing, but they don't have it when it comes to one. Forgive me. I'm trying to reframe everything in my head before I answer. I'll be like, I don't want to say some don't have the presence and the charisma, but how you are able to do it, it better our imagination. How are you able to do it? I know it's God, but don't say it's God.
We already know
that. We know that part.
Oh my goodness.
We know that.
And I struggle to attribute it to anything else but God. I struggle with that because me and Kasano, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know how we do what we do.
But big sister, carry on. That's how rehearsal.
Oh yes, and it'll be a rehearsal.
And
so you can't prepare. So you can't put it on the rehearsals.
So we prepare.
Me prepare. Me
fasting.
Me fasting.
And all that towards that. Exactly. But you see, there's a certain glory. Like I can't describe it. And when you experience it, I said, one person will be cool.
Yes.
Like the disciples went. Don't let me preach.
They didn't want to leave us.
Exactly. You don't want to leave. You want to be full, and you want to even have more. Even when you're full, you still want an overflow.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I think I can say that it is when God is answering prayers that we experience that, because that's what I pray to God for. And for instance, this year, my prayer to God was, Father, push us into spontaneity, a time of spontaneous worship, unrehearsed and practiced. And I saw God do that in Accra.
Unrehearsed and practiced.
Yeah. We had practiced we had rehearsed some parts of the song. But then it was my challenge to God that he should prove himself to me, that we will experience him not only in the things we've rehearsed, but then we'll have an experience with him in a spontaneous way. So a spontaneous time of prayer, spontaneous time of worship. And I went into this year, I'm coming into this year, I went into last week, not knowing how the night was going to go. And that scared me. It scared me. It shook me to the bones. And I was worried I was sick. That I felt I didn't have control of how the night was going to go. And I was worried. But then I look back and I now get God. So when I say it's a sign of an answered prayer, now I know that's what it was. Because where it went to, we didn't rehearse that. And Kwame is here. And I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about. That it was a different atmosphere. And because of that, I will look at things. This morning I was going on Instagram and I saw Clement had posted something. I asked him to bring it to me. And you'd wonder why and then to see the reaction of the crowd, it was ministering to me all over again. That I had to ask him to send it to me. And I'm just grateful to God.
Sunday was something else.
So we just have to avail ourselves.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That is all.
And
he
not
requires.
to box God. I think I choose not to box him. To allow him freedom to do what he wants to do.
And many times we have boxed God.
Oh, yeah.
As believers, as Christians.
Yeah.
Even as ministers of the gospel.
We you know, say not my will but your will be done, but we know that within that prayer we have our will that we want him to do for us. But he knows the plans he has for us, plans of good, not of evil, to bring us to an expected end, his expected end, not our expected end.
What would you say was the highlight of Accra's event for you?
Everyone has their highlight, I have to say. Everyone has their highlight.
But personally, for you?
My worship time, I think when we broke out into, there were two lots. There was the Lord, I believe.
Yes.
That prayer time was one. And then when we broke into worship with Osroman Tiding selection.
That one started when your microphone went off.
Yes.
That time I was like, what's happening?
Was it intentional?
I have goosebumps.
It
right
wasn't.
now.
I'm also getting. I'm not there, but you're making me have
I'm
goosebumps.
telling you, it went off on the stage, and she had to take
Marjo's microphone.
But you see, God, that's where
broke out some serious
Yeah.
moment. I was
Yeah.
like, Jeff. Beginning, I was like, at this bit is going to be experience. That was like
In your
it will
mind.
take experience to handle this bit. But the way the thing broke, I said, no,
But you
this one
see,
is not
we're
experience.
not God. He takes
No, this one is not
he
experience.
takes the foolish things of this world to
telling
confound
you.
the wise.
Until when I mentioned it, I had good, because at the moment I was like, what just happened? How can she come on stage, you know, with all this, she's done this over the years. How can her microphone go off, I think after the first or second song? So is it battery or what? But the microphone just went off like that. It's a professional microphone.
The enemy.
Nobody understood what was happening. Then she took this other microphone and worship broke out like that. I was like, Jeff was just sitting. I was like, what just happened? It was amazing.
Yeah.
That moment for me, that was my moment for the night. It was just amazing, and she couldn't stop herself.
No.
It was just flowing like that.
It was just song after song.
Song after song.
And it wasn't like I had it on my iPad. It was just
No.
coming.
Oh. When we
It was
allow
just
him.
yeah.
How did I miss that?
Well,
I don't like.
let's trust God.
Next, I'll better take it to mommy. Sisi and I'll call you Clement.
It's on record. It's on record.
It's on record. Say my will cry me bawo.
Let's trust God to do another one in
But
Kumasi.
that's why I was
Yeah.
going to say that's why we're in Kumasi.
Yeah.
But Nyankopon repeating
Oh no, so but you know something. Everybody that follows us, Clement knows this. That when we think, this year the Kumasi to me beat Accra, we enter Bantama, and the whole thing booms. And so I'm not worried at all. Kumasi. No, the vibe in Kumasi, the heart of the people is nothing compared to Accra. Saya will beat me.
But that's the truth. That's the truth. And
but she's not the only one saying it. MOG was here last year to do his concert. And he also mentioned the same thing that, look, he had also finished with Accra before he came. So this year he decided to start with
Kumasi.
Because the energy of our people. She's not lying. It's not a lie.
Kumasi is.
Don't you think that Kumasi appreciate consistency, love, and good work?
Yes,
that's what I have come to learn.
And I think I feel Kumasi's love for DH and DH Ministries. It's been from day one. Yes, I'm a Kumasi girl.
3 days ago, me na be min travel. Me pension ya to be sing catch a dine so ma week asa.
Yes,
me can just so ma week asa. And I pay me compare ya to me nya. Hey.
Yes,
me can show.
The messages I get. No, it's me kobe be now so per week at all. Madam.
Ebi ni ho. Anyhow, that is the thing.
As I make people are holding money.
Baby, more than how many minutes? Jonathan Basa is my witness. Me and Chancho, we stood there for like 15 minutes.
I
wanna sit there.
Except God be with them.
Me. I tell me God is not with me. Hey, Pastor.
What I'm trying to say is, when God is with a person,
whatever your hands touch,
they attach their brand to you. There is explosion. Yes, I'm telling you. What I mean, since you're
the natural, Archbishop would say, the natural and the supernatural makes you explosive.
I'm telling you.
It's amazing. It's just say you're so with. People are so when they come, then I call awake and I'm like, what's the funny number, my miss madam? How many people can reach me that we can give them? We can't just meet up with the demands. That's and I'm just grateful to God and to the people that patronize what we do. And it's a brand we believe in.
And what the brand is doing is what God also requires us to do, to give.
Yeah.
And in giving, there's a huge blessing.
Exactly. And every quarter they'll go to Kolebu to give to the cardiothoracic center. And so it's just Bible being fulfilled, really. Yeah, good measure. Press down, shaking together, running over. That's what,
Men shall give unto your bosom. And now bosom they are saying.
Yes, saying.
Oh, faithful God he is.
Yes.
We are in Kumasi. And I've been check it ticket points. I did my make ticket. Obviously, miss now they were in your crowd there. It's a big say so your basis and point your back. Let's talk about the whole experience in Kumasi. I know yes, we're going back to Bantama again, but in next year, I mean, I don't mean a sweet mission auditorium to be an anke movie. And about to the boy.
Kumasi, bigger venue in the center of Kumasi. I'll take it. It's about venue and location. It's about size and location. That's where we're at the moment. Finding a bigger place.
Size and location in night turning to supermarket. So.
Oh, dear.
Isn't come find your venue. We said Lanka Bakubi Bada Kujo. Nam say venue so.
It's a prayer request. I'm telling you, it bothers.
It does. It really does. It does.
So doing music like Auntie Dana does, and you're based in Kumasi, becomes a bit difficult sometimes. I'm telling you, she's able to do it because, like I said, except God be with a man or let me say a woman, it becomes very hard. When we started events, we start with a lot of people, but today they are not able to do it. Not because getting a venue is very hard. I'm telling you, and we are trusting God that.
But how about the churches putting resources together too and having one? It wouldn't be a bad idea.
The truth is, we can't put it on the church.
No,
I'm not saying
open
their doors for us.
Yes.
If the church had not come in, I don't know.
Oh, and in Kenya possible. But it's just getting a purpose built.
Yes.
auditorium. You know, we just finished Accra. You were in ICGC.
Yes.
Huge 5,000 seat auditorium, and anywhere you sit, you have a good
comfortable
view of the stage,
Exactly.
the sound.
A theater setting.
It's a proper theater studio. It's like a huge studio. Good sound, stage, lighting, and everything. Yeah.
But the numbers are going to be huge, even beyond what we experienced last year.
True. It's in one to tickets in Temwana fair in Simbibre, no.
But you're into tickets, no?
The tickets in the standard near 80, double near 150, VIP near 200, and then the family of 5 is 350.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So wait, family of 5, 1 year, 4 years.
Oh yeah. If
1 year.
if the 1 year won't sit on a chair or you're free, at the moment that
The mama be ready to carry 1 year to us. Miss so dear 1 year trouble means me carrying it. Hey mommy, the mama can hey mommy the car pack on yama. So family of 5 is 350.
Yes.
Which literally means that it's cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Enti Miss Remo, mami ja na bobo ticket outlets. And
ticket outlets no. Poku trading ubenya tickets ni bi ato ho ukobe kwai roundabout Shell ubenya bi wo ho asokwa Shell ubenya bi wo ho and a rich Shell, so you'll get some. You can also, in the comfort of your home, your office, dial *725 *8080 hash *725 *8080 hash on all networks, and you can get a ticket.
Obisimi Bisa, is there a specific theme we're looking at this year for the move? It's also on TI, so show tickets now. True move be also when him say can't move and go and buy the ticket.
The theme this year, God has asked us to break camp in advance.
Oh.
And we've just put it together into move.
Move. Break camp in advance. Simply move. I Diana Hamilton and I didn't come and I'm a brown penny. In fact, my sister Penny, crying I'm a brown penny. KJ, I say didn't come more. I say didn't come more. But you call awake experience with Diana Hamilton. Venue and society, more being that daw. Any idea need trap bantama. But this time, you know what? Last year, no, the way I be packing my car, I'm a TAMA, you know. This year, then come packing my car where you go. Because me, and I'm in home, baby, I'm in family car, in fact. Be this no movements. Put it so, do like this best no movie kaka. But yeah, na baby a movie. Yeah, this so cool. Still, I am born, you know, carrying. I feeling the vibe. So you have to be in the spirit with the traffic. I unpack or not. Hey, no, today so bad until. Maybe I can't carry on what I say, Honana. And I said this side. Okay. And see, Mr. North and South of one almost has almost say Packy or not. Packy or north. Now with the foul earports that our earpiece the shower some more. Now I am feeling spirit Nessa and from Bedrew auditorium. Now we are our side of phone and no airports not show us. Now I go back to north, I go fire car. Won't to say young out, but then how to move with the air. So
you're senior drivers now. We drive on a need-to basis.
And what is a rim?
Just say me and me bonnet so the meaning say be me bonnet so.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding.
Hey. Now when baby our bonnet no
we drive the masa me musa me question me masa na camera me so
camera ben Clemens come on and come baby I will hear you say the party so Clemens no Clemens I didn't mean that. Hey na Tofia kwa didn't no I mean say you are such a good man that you not post this on social media. That's what hey Mr. What's say winning baby our carbonet wo
meaning baby a beard
winning
there be
winning baby are not bo
no but no there
near your train and sana bonnet
said you ben me make my sure dia I make sure dia me nimo me car no Send me few esa mejina na mako bie na mebu bie gu.
Wow to me be
Ende na me adom ende minime no ye. Ende.
Say no anya ho kan ni move nti o so for susia.
Already is we.
Yeah, minime no. Enna me no. Na dia hibi. Bonnet ne dia nyame anim kure ni. Me so da me fancy ongu mo say send dia be say me din so gu he ye bi gu he ye bi he.
Wouldn't maybe a wipe out.
Ewe inside or bonnet inside.
How tired is Sunday and the
What's that? Another me sister we pa. Cardi.
We'll take off flats or come out kakwe.
My friend, because odo can't tie na flat.
Sentinel no present that we post to me. Oh my goodness, I love your honesty. Na boots is way.
Oh boots there. Oh boots there send here. Is that say kwa shopping there go on internet there. And they been mbie.
I say
just that unse boot kwa na as a carpet bi sha ho e wo so a ase no omo spare time ni ade no. There be ho there me kwa dey. Me dey na da ho.
We are powerful.
Me dey na da ho. Time in society me kwa kasa ade
one driving can get what to say enti na wonnim no. Now how ho no. Ka driving get what to say.
Me drive it on a need to basis. I have to need to want to do it more. Just say, watch me.
Ready?
Bonnet. Engine oil. Ne insurance. They wash any money.
Into time do I answer what the cost
service no why.
Time do service and not the co.
Me mu ye me ninyo.
Me have home.
He said was Jack in them.
Oh, but speed so there. Me ya there.
No tears.
Me na mutne.
Don't conquer.
I love this.
Oh, jai. Let me go speed is ana camera 7 near the me school. Where the piaka.
Oh, this is interesting. My goodness, I didn't plan to get here, but I'm here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I done driving with me.
No, we're capturing saying.
We're capturing behind him. Hey, Clement, where you post to? Where if you come where
bonnet. What near watching me be one. Me ya driving me what driving school no. And I driver instructor na chere me be because now you say me test na on be busa me. E refuse na chere me twi me be one inside hosa. No ko be no point. No point. One and it just dey come in ka be wo. Na for the minute no say the way na dey nsuo gu ne and say you what come at.
Here dey. Yeah, ni e huru ka. Ni chi tai.
Oh, Debbie.
But there's some joy and fulfillment and excitement in washing your car, like as a woman. Maybe you should try it one day and see. For shaggy reasons. Just say that God is dropping 50 billion like right now, so you go wash.
Oh, say we have Bobby now. Person me wash it. They make me wash it for just washing car. They ain't any problem, but you entire huru crowd.
Can you try any details? Michelle, share your man to my wife. Share your man to my this year 2025. You see, there's a God that loves all of us, and He loves us perfectly because He is a perfect God.
Yep.
And He requires that we all be perfect, even as He is perfect. And let me take you to the perfect God who loves you. Me who title na me no. I'm like but enka. And you know titles they drop here, they are always about things that God has done or who he is. Okay, no, make who he is. Of course, he's a perfect God. I will not get to where I want my answer. But the perfect God who loves you, like regardless. 2025.
Yeah.
If you're hearing,
it's a message of grace. It's a message of salvation.
It wasn't influenced by your sweet daughter. You know, I've been following the two of you.
You know what? This song actually came bang on in the middle of COVID. When fear had gripped the world. When there was so much uncertainty. We didn't know what the next day held for us. And I wrote that song in the middle of that. At that time, two things were at play. There was fear gripping us. Then also we lived our lives then on social media. In the middle of COVID, our form of entertainment, of communication was social media.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
Hey, there was so much fear. So
that,
I didn't.
It was on TV.
If you realize,
no, the fear was on TV.
Yes.
So we left TV and came on social media where there was fun, fun as in anywhere you cook a crap.
That was when Dr. Likey them
all sprang up.
There was a little
because the fear was on TV. Nipa say they were giving updates, fellow Ghanaians, so many things. The number of people died, number of people have had the infection, and it was scary. Now, because we're living our lives on social media, it was stealing our time from God as well. And so these two things were at play. Fear gripping us. Instead of us running to God, we actually run to social media. Now, how many times do you tell yourself, for the whole of next week, I'm going to fast and pray, and when I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to pray, have worship, praise, and then build myself up. And then you wake up in the morning, you pick up your phone, and a message by WhatsApp, you're like, okay, let me check your message. Or maybe YouTube, what is going on? And what's going on Instagram? Then you start scrolling. And for an hour, you're on Instagram or TikTok, and you realize you haven't prayed. Then your mind begins to play on you. The guilt of not drawing closer to God puts you in a vicious cycle. Now you feel, oh, my mom pay, so I'm not even worthy to go into the presence of God. And then we're in that cycle. Fear has gripped you. Instead of running to God, you're letting everything else take your time. And in the middle of that, God said, I love you regardless of your fears, your imperfections, the fact that you don't even feel worthy to come into my presence. And I was like, wow, okay, thank you, God, that in the middle of all of that, you love me regardless. Take dear babe. Take dear babe. It was one of those songs that I saw that to be very unusual of me.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me the word I was looking for. Yeah.
I found it. Yeah. And so I've sat on that song for years. But this year when God said to move, it gave me that confidence to put it out there, because he said somebody needs to hear it. Somebody who's kicking themselves, somebody who's giving up on themselves, somebody who thinks they are not worthy of the presence of God or a partaker of this grace. God says, I love you regardless. So it's a message of grace, of salvation, but just put in a very relatable and current lyrics. That's just about it.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you for blessing us all the time. Dear Bang.
We almost gave that title. We were going to call it TikTok.
Like seriously.
Oh yeah.
Kin,
for a long time.
You're going to go
for a long time. We used to that need to take the man when it be released.
And can release and come up for because of Diago. TikTok.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful song.
I love this song.
Beautiful
it's
song.
It's different.
Yeah,
And I'm
unusual. That was what I was
very
looking
unusual.
for. Unusual, very unusual of you. Very. God.
Yeah, I'm glad I
bless
challenged myself.
God bless you.
Bless you too.
Maybe you're about 12. Maybe cacophone news. And say I make cacophone news. That's real. I know there's someone listening. There's some people who are broken. There's some people who are in a fix. They can't even think of how to live the next moment or minute of their life. I just want you to speak into someone's life this morning, this afternoon for me.
We serve a faithful God. And like the song is saying, he's a perfect God. He's flawless. He's blameless. He's perfect in all his ways. And the thing is, he loves you, your flaws, your fears, your uncertainties. And so I'm telling you, wherever you are, that it's okay to feel that. But it's also okay to come to him with all that baggage, because he's able to take all of you. He's a proper love me, love my dog. Love me and all my imperfections. And so come to him. Be rest assured in him. When we say he's a faithful God, it means that whatever he says, he does. He's a can-do God. And so he's not somebody who overpromises and underdelivers. He will actually deliver, over-deliver. He says that he will supply all your needs according to his riches in glory. And so whatever you're going through, be rest assured that he is able and he's faithful and he will do it. God bless you wherever you are. And let's meet on Sunday, the 23rd of February at ICGC. Church of Pentecost Bantama. I've done ICGC, sir. Church of Pentecost Bantama in Kumasi. The time is 4 p.m. Come with a heart willing to worship and to pray and to praise. And God will move us from one level to another. It's a prayer I made to God. That Jabez prayer. Father, enlarge my coast. And he took me to Deuteronomy and he said, you have dwelt on this mountain for too long. Now break camp and advance. And he's telling us that he's moving us from one level to another. So come with a hope and expectation that God will move you. God bless you.
God bless you too. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Diana
Did I give
Hamilton.
the ticket number?
No, you can share.
All right, so it's star 725 star 8080 hash. Star 725 star 8080 hash. You can get your ticket on all networks. And if you want more information, it's 054 690 7473. 054 690 7473. Come and let's worship God with Pastor Kwame Jedu, Uncle Ato, Cindy Thompson, myself, Mabel Archery. It's going to be a great night. God bless you.
God bless you.
Oh,
too.
last one. My sponsors: Away Purified Drinking Water, Enterprise Life, DH by DH, Preface Ghana Limited, Property Electronics, We2 Seafoods, Beulah Brokers, Coffee Job Construction. Thank you and God bless you.
God bless you too.